Kericho has chosen a new path. In just 3 years, farms are thriving. Healthcare is stronger. Clean water is flowing. Classrooms are alive with learning. And technology is opening new doors. This is more than progress. It's fairness, guided by a vision to equalize opportunity for every resident. Kericho is proving that devolution can truly work for all.
As we reflect on our 3 years since our elections or since we came to office, we thank God for the successes that we have made. And equally, we thank God for the challenges that have come through our path. And we have, through the grace of God, managed to maneuver or overcome quite a number of challenges. I really want to thank the cabinet, the CCs, the CEOs of Kericho County, the County Assembly of Kericho, and also the great people of Kericho most profoundly for the success and the strides that we have made with the great people of Kericho County. When devolved governments were devolved, it was chaotic. You would find children of one family employed in the county, almost in one department. You will find contracts going only to specific families. And we had a very chaotic divorce structures, which was nepotic and run only by close relatives, friends, and all that. In fact, people were carpooling because they are going to the same homesteads. And so when I came in, I said, no, you guys, we need to equalize our resources. The vision is to have the voiceless, the faceless being given a face in the community. The voice being given a voice in the community and create some sanity and continue to equalize the county. So the philosopher, the equalizer philosophy is taking bilateral to families that are vulnerable. The equalizer is taking water to homes that had no water. And the philosophy of equalizer humanizes the political space in Kericho. Notably, for the last 3 years since we took over office, we have made great strides on matters health. So today, as we speak, we have confirmed 506 healthcare workers who are on contract into permanent and pensionable terms. We have equally successfully employed an additional 106 healthcare workers. When I took over, some of the dispensaries were closed. They were not functional at all because there were no healthcare workers. So we were in a spree for the last 10 years of building dispensaries. But we never imagined who is going to take care of this dispensary. So when I came out instructions, and in our work plan at Blueprint, we decided that we elevate one dispensary in a ward to a health center. And today I'm very glad as a county that across the county, we have so far, within the 30 wards of Kericho, elevated close to 20 dispensaries to health centers. Secondly, we have situations where you go to a hospital and you are told hakuna dawa. I made it a priority that within the budget of health, the recurrent expenditure, that 60% is blowed back into the purchase of drugs. We've been distributing drugs across our facilities. We've equally made major strides. Cheburige Hospital, which is in Boreti, we are building a 58 billion facility at Cheburige Hospital to also, work on this level to a level 4. Kunyak, which is in the far end of Kericho, we are bumped in 50 million there, and we are building a major facility there. We must give the people the dignity that they deserve in that region, and today we are delivering a good facility there. While in other places like Londiani Hospital and Kipkila Hospital, we have equally revolutionized a modern theater. In our referral hospital, Kericho, I had closed the referral for a period of some a month or so. The reason is that the hospital was last built 1969 by the first president of this nation, the father of this nation, Jomo Kenyatta. To date, not even a stone has been built in support of the facility, the referral hospital, which is serving people all the way to Lunguruani and other places. When I took over, I was shocked at the maternity level. When I came to the maternity and it was raining, newborn babies were being patted by rains. And so what we've done in a commitment of 50 million, we have been able today to remove the asbestos, and we know that asbestos is a lead cause of cancer. We have basically a new facility which patients can comfortably be treated in a human way possible, and other amenities that we have done in a particular facility.
We have expanded the scope of our services across all our facilities. This includes setting up of 200 community units in level 1. We have opened 20 new dispensaries. We have also opened 15 new maternity units, and this has improved our maternal mortality rate. Also, the digitalization of healthcare services in our county has also improved our transparency. And in terms of, it also has procurement and accounting modules where we are able to tell any stockouts in advance so that we make the orders in advance so that we avoid stockouts of commodities within our facilities. We have also increased capacity of our dialysis unit. We managed to acquire 3 more dialysis beds in our Kericho Referral Hospital. And most importantly also, we were able to open an additional dialysis unit at Kapkatet Level 4 Hospital. And this has improved our services, and we have been able to reach out more patients who are traveling all the way to Eldoret to get dialysis services. Previously, we had our ICU in Kericho Referral Hospital, but last year we have opened an ICU center at Kapkatet. So we are now able to offer more better ICU services, and plans are underway to also equip with more ventilators so that we are able to treat more patients in our intensive care units. Since the year 2022, when we came into office, we have been making trips to Kisumu on a daily basis to go and bring oxygen tank from POC. But last year, we acquired ultra-modern oxygen plants in Kapkatet and Kericho Referral Hospital. So in addition to supplying oxygen requirements to all our patients, we are also able to refill cylinders for other facilities.
We've also renovated our lab. Our lab is an ISO certified lab, and also improved on the machines that are there in the lab. And we are receiving even referrals from the nearby hospitals. Some of them are private hospitals because our lab is an ISO certified and provide dependable and valid results. Our casualty department has also been improved, and various sections in the inpatient, including the ICU and the HDU.
As we speak today in the safe facility, we are building a 358 million non-communicable disease. What are we doing with this facility? We intend that our cancer patients will not need to travel anymore to Eldoret, Nairobi, and India. We intend within the region, this Kipsigis region, to treat our cancer patients, handle them within Kericho here, so that we cut on costs, we cut on the trauma and the pains that families suffer when their loved ones are suffering from cancer, because cancer is so prevalent within the South Stream.
There are key value projects that His Excellency the Governor decided to allocate resources that will help to turn around the lives of the people, or the livelihood of the people of Kericho. Was looking at the budgets in departments, they were allocating, say, on a water project, 2 million Kenya shillings. That 2 million Kenya shillings cannot really make an impactful project for the public. So His Excellency decided to say, I'm going to set aside funds through the strategic intervention programs based in the Department of Finance because of the budget ceilings in the other departments, and since I don't have many developmental projects, so the money was brought to Department of Finance so that I can manage those projects. Those are the massive projects that His Excellency the Governor has decided. So he's majorly on health sector, agriculture, and water. Because all these brought together will turn around the livelihood of our people.
Kericho is an agricultural county. It is actually a haven because we have rains here almost throughout the year. Now, we sat as a county and we agreed that we must then go to sub-counties and wards and have sub-county and ward-based potential, analyze potential and invest in that. A classic example is Kericho East. This is a constituency when I took over, it has no cash crop. They used to plant maize and they wait for a decade. What I've done for them today, at Kedawa, we have constructed a maize miller, which is 98% complete. The intention is to value add the maize from the larger part of Kericho. We will not just be doing unga for human consumption, but within the same structure, we will also be able to process maize jam to support our cooperatives for milk. And so we intend to initiate a robust building program from next year, but this program is locally produced so that the money that we are going to buy things outside there, we in education, for example, we'll be able to use this money, go and subcontract the farmer plant millet or sorghum, then we buy from the farmer. When they buy from the farmer, we process this, and then we feed our children in our schools, and this enhances money circulation.
Cooperatives are very important, and we want to use the cooperatives to aggregate the products or the produce across the board, be it the avocado, the coffee, tea, milk, even the fish, and even the small crop. We have managed to organize our farmers into cooperatives. We have also supported them in trainings. We have supported them in giving them seedlings for those who are dealing with coffee, and for those who are doing dairy, we have supported them by providing coolers where they can aggregate the milk and be able to supply to those industrialists who come to buy our milk. But very soon, we are going to be putting up our own plant within the county, and that's a phenomenon. That's a very interesting thing. We have almost 22 million to 30 million liters of milk that is available for processing in a year within our county.
We are going big in coffee. 2 months ago, Kericho County was ranked number 5 in coffee production. No one could have imagined that Kericho can be a powerhouse in coffee production. This is through my intervention. We have supported cooperatives. We have purchased the necessary machinery for them to be able to do their jobs and progress. And we have expanded. Coffee used only to be in Kericho West. But today, we have additional 4 wards of Kericho is in coffee, making it 8 wards. Lastly, we have in our tea industry, tea is the mainstay of Kericho County, and you cannot describe tea, Kericho minus tea. Yes, as a county, we've done what needs to be done. So far, we have constructed close to 200 tea buying centers for the last 3 years. We have done access roads to those particular tea buying centers so that the farmer can be able to access a tea buying center.
We have constructed about 1,800 kilometers of road in the last 3 years, and we are continuing to do more, including other drainage structures across the county. We are mandated to ensuring that we have proper access to all our areas in Kericho County. We are currently meeting the World Bank benchmark recommendation of around 20 kilometers square per 100 kilometers square of access roads across the county. This is a great achievement for us, despite the fact that we still have a lot of things to do and a lot of areas in which we need to improve the road infrastructure.
The county governments and not only Kericho has made major strides in terms of the ECD Foundation. When I took over 3 years ago, the 1,268 ECD teachers were on contract with no proper schemes of service. A degree holder, a master's holder, a diploma holder, certificate holder, all earning the same salary. I have breathed in a new life and injected decency to the profession. Today, the 1,068 teachers have been employed on permanent and pensionable terms. And also, we are giving in a good environment to our children. In fact, through EDU Foundation, We have embraced digital learning, and now our children in ECD classrooms are learning digitally.
The EDU program is very, very popular among the children, and even the learners or even the teachers like it very much because it is making the work of the teacher a bit easy because the learner, once they are practiced, once they have learned in the classroom, they practice with the phone. I'm telling you, they don't want to miss school. Even when a child is sick, they still want to go to school. Now the world is going digital, and you don't want Kericho to be left behind. In our schools, we want to ensure that we fully implement the curriculum through the provision of learning materials and also comfortable classrooms. So we have constructed a number of classrooms that are comfortable for the learners. We have also provided or bought books for the learners in the CBC curriculum. We have also provided comfortable or learner-friendly desks and chairs. We also ensure that the learners balance between learning and play.
We have also made a huge strides in our vocational training center. Since devolution, the county FTCs have been struggling. Through the partnership with KCP and ILOG, we were able to create Equaliser scholarship program. This program, we were targeting 100 youth in every ward on a free scholarship to study skilled labor and other skills that you can do without looking for employment, but you can self-employ yourself. I am proud today as the governor of Kericho County that by God's grace last year we made history. We graduated 3,600 youth in our FTCs, and it is monumental. And at this level, the rural economy is growing every day because the money which would have gone to big towns is circulating within the rural community.
So we encourage our vocational training centers to have at least one income-generating activity. And Chemasot Vocational Training Center is very successful in bread making. They now make bread that is consumed in the center, the training center, and also even in the areas around the institution.
Within the structure of our county, the PWDs also, we have considered them. If you even check within our FTCs, most of them, in fact, you'll find quite a sustainable number as people living with disability. And we have also worked to bring in the best out of their skills.
So you have the hearing impaired, we have the physically impaired, and even the visually impaired in St. Kisito being trained in various trade areas. Libraries is also a function of the Department of Education. In Kericho County, we had only one library that was devolved to the county government, which had 17 staff that have been enrolled in the payroll of the county government of Kericho. We have been able to expand to Kipkelion. We have a library coming up. And also in Rurets, there is also another library that is now fully functional. We have book donations in our library from Kenya National Library Services. We received our book donations. We have also received books from Moran Publishers and Jomo Kenyatta Foundation.
We're also doing big in water. As you know, water is also a devolved function. Actually, water is an enabling factor. If you have agriculture here where we have poultry, we have cows, and we have all that. But minus water, it cannot be a success. And I commit to the people of Kericho, especially Pureti sub-county, we will be able to have water fully supplied to the entire region. On the other end, we have stretched the water from Kimuku here. In our last mile distribution of ensuring every family has water, we have stretched it through Ainamo here, Kapsahoz, Kipchimchim, and Kapsoit. Today, as we speak, Kapsoit, which for a decade has been using a donkey. Today, we are asking the donkey, thank you for your services. You may now retire at Kapsoit here. because we have taken water to Kapsoid. Last year, I awarded 20 million for last distribution of water, last distribution of water at Kapsoid and the environs. And we have stretched the same water to Soshot, where we are building the main hospital, so that Waldai Ward, all the way we are stretching it to Tabloti, where we have water at the moment. We're just going to do reservoir tanks and be able to distribute to the people. And we have taken this water to Kalyongwet, which is going to also in Sikawait. So basically, you will see the rain of water that we have done. While at the same time, the Mologit water project, which when I took over, it was almost also getting moribund. We today have extended, put in further the contract, and the water supply is stretching. I thank Gideon Moi towards land at Tinga Farm. When we discussed with them, he was able to give us a space to put a tank there. And this is a major water project really sorting out the people of Chiljila and Kamasha and what parts of Chiljila to Kipkeli and what. So basically, we are doing tremendous for 3 years. Just 3 years. Those are the massive achievements we have achieved as a county. We could not be achieved for the last 10 years. And so by having treated water, which are fit for human consumption, we work on our health, while at the same time we post on our production. And that brings me to the next thing now, that when we are working on our markets. The same markets cannot function without water. If you're having a market here, you're having a washrooms here, our washroom cannot function without water. And so one of the things we are doing is also supply water within this functional sites. And so in Kericho, we've developed quite a good number of markets. In Amoi here, we have built a market. The Tain Town, we have released a market. Stalls for the women. At Nyagacho here, we have done the same. At Kapsoid, we have completed constructions of stalls and across many other parts of the county. When I took over as the governor, the market here in Kericho was stalled. In fact, the contractor had left site like 3 years ago. So when I came, I called to order the contractor and the departments, people to pay the contractor his dues, and the contractor is back on site. We are 98% complete. We are working also with our border. It is a key, border is a key industry. And one of the things we are doing with our border is that we have built stalls for them. We built border sheds across the county for our border riders. We are working with them now for a major Kericho border cooperative union. This one will bring all the borders in Kericho and will be able to have a revolving kitty supported by the county government to the border people. So that out of this, they will be able to get their own kitty, which they can improve their welfare and they could be able to move from one level to the other one. And so Kericho County government, we are moving towards a stride, which I know will really turn around the industries, the Mama Mboga, the border riders through different kitties that will be able to help them.
My name is Jonathan Korir, CEC Public Service Management. I'm the Directorate of Human Resource, Directorate of Administration, Directorate of Enforcement, Security and Enforcement, and Directorate of Disaster Management. Where we take care of the fire stations. So we have built a fire station in Kericho, where we have 2 big fire engines to assist us in managing the disasters in the county. But our arrangement is to have a fire engine in every big center. This will assist us contain the disasters. We've also taken time as a department to train staff. From 2023 up to now, we've trained 398 staff. So that is a big achievement for the department because a trained workforce is a competent workforce.
My name is Beatrice Kaptich. I'm the County Executive Committee member for ICT, Youth Affairs, Gender and Sports. We work closely with all other departments so that when you visit other departments, you'll be able to find that the systems that are in place in their departments were really originated from the mother department, the ICT. I would single out from the revenue management system, we are able to bring up the revenue collection. Yeah, unlike when we didn't have the system. And then again, recruitment, we are making it easier for the community also to access our services. Like, for example, during recruitment, issues of they are able, within the comfort of their homes, they are able to see the vacancies, they are able to follow the shortlistings that are happening, they are able to follow when they are required to come for interview until they are observed. And then again, we are getting feedback from departments like public service management. Because of the human resource management system, I believe it's now becoming easier for them to manage the human resource. We've also seen that many issues are able to be addressed that are raised from the community through the online grievance redress mechanism. And then we are also finding out that there is a lot of improvement in gender mainstreaming. We are seeing the special group like the persons with disabilities, we are seeing the youths, we are seeing the women getting involved in day-to-day activities in the county, including even participating in doing the projects in the county. We are also seeing many women coming up for leadership, and I think it is from what we've done in trying to highlight and sensitize them on matters to do with gender balancing and the advocacies that we are doing. We've been also able to come up with a draft gender bill. I mean, the draft of the Kericho County gender bill, which is currently still at the assembly. And we are coming out even with more. So we are able actually to work generally with essentially all the departments successfully.
I'd like to remember me as the governor who maximize our communal potential. The governor that turned the rural economy through agriculture, and the governor that gave, new hope to families in the rural areas that had nothing to eat on their table. I really want to be remembered to be that governor that gave life to our youth. We would want to be that governor, even as I conclude, that made devolution work. Devolution has been mocked, that governors are corrupt, governors are these, bad governance. But I want to tell the nation that devolution works.